ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Good morning. Now we are going to the new topic, alternating current. Next chapter. Alternating currents. So in the previous chapter, electromagnetic induction, we discussed about inductance. So self-inductance, mutual inductance, and also we discussed about the AC generator. AC generator. So alternating current generator, how the AC generator works. We already discussed about the topic. So that means between the poles of the magnet, coil is rotating with certain angular velocity omega. So that means the plane of the coil continuously changes. That means orientation of the coil changes. Due to the change in the orientation of the coil, an EMF is induced. So that is the concept of AC generator. So that mainly that we can discuss about that in this chapter. First of all, what is alternating current? So while discussing the topic only, we discussed about two conditions, transient current and alternating current. What is alternating current? What is transient current or direct current? So for example, let us say this is the resistance and this is the battery of voltage V and resistance are connected to the circuit, connected in the circuit. What happens? Let us say this is the switch. If the switch is closed, what happens? Current starts passes through the resistor. Current starts passes through the resistor. What is the what happens when the current passes through the resistance? The resistor opposes the flow of current through it, but current passes. So that is V is equals to, according to that, what we can write? V is equals to IR, Ohm's law. V is equals to IR. So that means so the Ohm's law, that means current passes through is equals to I is equals to V by R. In this situation, the magnitude of the current remains constant. When the magnitude of the current changes due to change in the potential or due to the change in the resistance. Magnitude of the current changes due to the change in the potential or resistance. Otherwise, the magnitude of the current remains constant and the direction of the current also remains constant. Direction of the current does not changes. What is the direction of the current here? Always from positive terminal to negative terminal in the external circuit. Positive terminal to negative terminal in the external circuit. But in between this is negative terminal to positive. So that already discussed in electromagnetic induction by using Fleming's right hand rule. So central finger indicates the direction of the induced current. What is the direction of the induced current? Let us say this is from negative to positive, because this acts as a battery. So that's why inside the battery current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal. So this is the direct current. What is the current passing here? It is direct current. But what is alternating current means? So that means the magnitude of the current changes and the direction of the current also changes repeatedly at regular intervals of time. So that means here the magnitude of the current does not changes and direction also does not changes. Only one direction, is always from positive to negative in the external circuit. But alternating current, in the sense magnitude of the current changes and direction of the current changes continuously and it repeats at regular intervals of time. That is called alternating current. So that means that if alternating current passes through the resistance, so there is no change. So that let us say it is alternating, let us say this is the symbol. This is the symbol of the alternating signal. So this is the symbol of the DC and this is the symbol of AC. If it is connected to the resistance, there is no change. But whatever is the current, here also in this situation, here also it obeys Ohm's law. Here also it obeys V is equals to IR. It obeys Ohm's law. And main thing is here the direction and magnitude of the current changes, but here the direction and magnitude of the current does not changes. And one more thing here, so here the heat energy developed. So in current electricity we already discussed about that. Heat energy developed per unit time, that is equals to I square R. So this is the direct current, and here the heat energy developed, that is also I square RT, that is equals to Q by T I square R. So heat energy developed in this situation and in this situation must be same. Heat energy developed here and here is, so there is no change. So here also I square RT, here also I square RT, but here the current is alternating current and here the current is direct current, same situation. So that means the meaning is same, that heat energy flows or heat amount of heat developed per unit time is equals to I square R, or here amount of heat developed per unit time is equals to also I square R. But what is I here? Alternating current, and this I is the direct current. That is the difference. Here alternating current changes continuously with time. Now, what is how the alternating current is produced? How the alternating potential or alternating EMF is produced? So that is mainly based on AC generator. That's mainly based on AC generator. So what is already we discussed about AC generator? What is AC generator? EMF induced E is equals to, let us say, E naught sin omega t. That is the amount of EMF induced. So that is E is equals to E naught sin omega t. This is the induced EMF in the AC generator, right? So here E can be written as IR, E naught into sin omega t. So I is equals to E naught by R into sin omega t. Here the denominator, if only resistor is connected, that is the resistance. Other elements are also connected. What are the other circuit elements? Maybe another circuit elements are inductor, capacitor, those also. Another circuit elements are inductor and capacitor. If only resistance, this is the opposition of the flow of current, and inductor or capacitor also connected, this may not be R. Here the denominator may not be R, that must be different value. So that is called impedance. So later we can discuss about that. So I is equals to, from this, I naught sin omega t. Here E is equals to E naught sin omega t, where E naught, I naught are the peak values of EMF and current. E naught, I naught are the peak values of EMF and current. So this is the situation. This is the alternating current and this is the alternating potential. Why this is alternating? Is it correct or wrong? Let us check this. Let us check that. Let us say here, first E is equals to E naught sin omega t. E is equals to E naught sin omega t. So if t is equals to 0, then what is the value of E is equals to E naught sin omega can be written as 2 pi by t into 0. Sin 0 is 0. So that means at the start of the time, the induced EMF, that means our EMF developed must be equal to 0. Next, if t is equals to t by 4 for 1 quarter of the cycle, E is equals to E naught sin 2 pi by capital T into t by 4. T gets cancelled. E naught sine of 2 pi by 4. So that is equals to E naught sine of pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 is 1. So therefore induced EMF is maximum. Induced EMF is maximum. When the situation at the time t is equals to 0, induced EMF is equals to 0. But at the time t is equals to t by 4, if the time t is equals to t by 4, then the induced EMF is equals to E naught. Next, in this situation, if t is equals to t by 2, t is equals to t by 2, then E can be written as E naught sine of 2 pi by capital T into t by 2. T gets cancelled to 2. So that is E naught sine pi, that is equals to 0 again. Starting from 0 reaches to maximum and again reaches to 0. And next, if t is equals to 3t by 4, then E is equals to E naught sine of 2 pi by capital T into, so 3t by 4, 3t by 4, t cancel, 2 2s are. So that is equals to E naught sine 3 pi by 2, sine 270, so that is minus E naught. After 3t by 4, the EMF becomes minus E naught. Next, if t is equals to t, then E is equals to E naught sine of 2 pi by capital T into t. E naught sine 2 pi. So it's equals to induced EMF equals to 0. So this is the situation. First at time t is equals to 0, next t by 4, next t by 2, next 3t by 4, next t. 3t by 4, next t. So this is the situation. Okay. Why only we have to consider t by 4 like that? Why only 0 to first t by 4, t by 2, 3t by 4t? Why don't we consider t by 6, t by 3 like that? Of course, that is also we have to calculate. That gives the instantaneous EMF and instantaneous current. But so t by 4 in the sense, let us say yesterday we in the previous class we discussed AC generator. Here it is. Let us say this is the plane of the coil and these are the magnets, the south pole, north pole or north pole, south pole, whatever it is. This is the plane of the coil now. If this is rotated through like this, so through what angle it rotated? Pi by 2. Pi by 2. So for one complete rotation the time period is t. For 360 degrees, if its time period is t, for 2 pi radians time period is t. For pi by 2 radians, what is the time period? T by 4. Just like oscillation, see here. So in first year we have oscillation chapter. So here to here, amplitude A. So what is one oscillation? Starting from mean position to extreme, extreme to mean. Again mean to extreme, extreme to mean. That is considered as one oscillation. That is considered as one time period. In the same way, here this is the situation. Rotate like this and like this and like this. And again, it's not possible to rotate 360 degrees my hand. So that is the situation. Not possible to rotate 360 degrees. So first this is the position. Rotate 90 degrees, 180. Next, see here. So this is 180 plus 90, 270. Next, so this is 360 degrees. 360 degrees rotation gives one oscillation. So for every pi by 2 radians, the time period changes to t by 4. 0 to pi by 2, t by 4, next t by 2, next 3t by 4, next t. That's why we have to consider like this. If you draw the graph for this, what we can write it as? So the shape of the graph is like this. Let us say draw here. So this is EMF and this is the time small t. So at time t is equals to 0, next t by 4, next like this. This is the shape of the graph. So this is maximum possible E naught and this is the negative maximum minus E naught. So for time t is equals to 0, here the time t is equals to t by 4, here time t is equals to t by 2, here time t is equals to 3t by 4, here time t is equals to t. So t is equals to total time period t. So this is the situation. So this is the sine curve. So that means, listen carefully, alternating EMF here. So it is repeated at regular intervals of time. At time t is equals to 0, it is 0. Time t by 4, it is E naught, maximum possibility. Next t by 2, it is 0. And again after 3t by 4 minus E naught, after time period 0. That means for every 180 degrees of rotation, for every 180 degrees of rotation it reaches to 0 and again 0. First 0, angle is 0, for 180 angle 0 and again 360 angle it is 0. It repeats at regular intervals of time. So it continuously, the magnitude varies continuously with respect to time. So t is equals to 0, 0. Next magnitude E naught, next magnitude 0, next magnitude minus E naught, next magnitude 0. So that means magnitude varies continuously with respect to time. So that is E is equals to E naught sin omega t, that is 2 pi by capital T into small t, 2 pi by capital T into small t. If you substitute the value of small t, let us say t by 6, t by 6. So that is pi by 3, sin pi by 3, sin 60 root 3 by 2. So that means if the t value changes continuously, the value of E also, for example, do this. Let us say t is equals to t by 6. E is equals to E naught sin of 2 pi by capital T into t by 6. So E naught sin pi by 6, sorry, sin pi by 3. So root 3 by 2 E naught. At the time interval of t by 6, it is EMF is root 3 by 2 E naught. This is the instantaneous EMF. Instantaneous EMF. And E naught, I naught are the peak values. E naught and I naught are the peak values. So that means here the EMF continuously varies with the time. And it repeated repeated at regular intervals. So that's why this is called alternating EMF. The same as the current. See here, 0 t by 4 for t by 4 in the time interval of t by 4 seconds it reaches to maximum, and again next t by 4 seconds it reaches to 0, and next t by 4 seconds it reaches to minus E naught. That means direction also changes, magnitude changes as well as direction also changes, and again next t by 4 seconds again it reaches to 0. So magnitude and direction changes continuously with respect to time. So that's why it is called alternating EMF. That's why these are called alternating EMF. Same as that of current also. If we write current in place of, we can write it as I is equals to I naught sin omega t. If I is equals to I naught sin omega t, in place of E we substitute I, then we get the same thing. So that means current also continuously varies with the time. Current also, first time t equals to 0, I equals to 0, next I naught, next 0, minus I naught, 0. So that means current also continuously varies with the time, current also varies continuously with respect to time, and magnitude and direction. The magnitude of the current and direction of the current continuously varies with the time. So that is called, what is that? Alternating current and alternating EMF. And repeated at regular intervals. See here, for every t by 4 seconds, 0 to maximum, maximum to 0, 0 to negative maximum to 0, like that. So magnitude changes, direction also changes. This is the concept of alternating EMF and alternating current. Next, if it is a sine function, we draw like that. Next, if it is the cosine function, so for example, if the given value is cos function, so let us say it is E and it is T, the cos function is like this, the shape of the graph is. So here at the start of the time it reaches maximum, next 0, next negative maximum, minus E naught, next 0 and next reaches to maximum again. So continuously varies with time. So this is cos function where it is E is equals to E naught cos omega t or I is equals to I naught cos omega t. If the values are mentioned like this, then this is the shape of the graph. Next possibility of graphs in case of alternating is like this. This is also the possibility of alternating current and alternating EMF, possible graph. A wave, alternating wave. And one more possibility is this is the square wave. This is also alternating current. This also represents the alternating current and alternating EMF. And this also represents the alternating current and EMF. So previous we draw that is sine wave and this is cosine wave and this is called sawtooth wave. Sawtooth wave. Next this is square wave. This is the square wave. All these are the representations of alternating current or alternating EMF. Next. So how can you define based on this alternating current? Alternating current is defined as the magnitude and direction of the current changes continuously and it repeats at regular intervals of time. In the same way alternating EMF, the magnitude and direction of the EMF changes continuously and it also repeated at regular intervals of time. Those are called alternating EMF and alternating current. So generally the equations are, so I is equals to I naught sin omega t and E is equals to E naught sin of omega t plus phi. What is plus phi? Phase difference between the current and EMF. So what is that phase difference? That means current and EMF are always not in the phase. There may be a phase difference between EMF and current depending on the circuit elements. See here I am writing I is equals to I naught sin omega t. Here I am writing E is equals to E naught sin of omega t plus phi. E is equals to E naught sin of omega t plus phi. What is this plus phi? Generally here omega t comma here omega t plus phi represents phase. Omega t and omega t plus phi represents phase, no problem about that. But here current is omega t and EMF is omega t plus phi. Maybe current also omega t plus phi and EMF is omega t. Anywhere it is. Here we may take plus phi or here we can take omega t. So that means what is the phi here? The only phi is phase difference between current and EMF. Phase difference between the current and EMF. So this is the alternating EMF and that means based on this what we can say that always current and EMF are not in the same phase. Always the current and EMF are not in the same phase. Very, very important. Always the current and EMF does not in the same phase. So that means depending on the circuit elements. So what are the circuit elements here? Resistor, inductor, capacitor, these are the circuit elements. Based on the circuit elements, the phase difference must be changes between the EMF and current. Maybe they are in the same phase, maybe are in opposite phase, maybe there must be a change in phase difference, 90 degrees, whatever it is depending on the situation. So that is the condition. This is alternating current and alternating EMF. So the symbol of alternating current or alternating EMF is like this. So if it is given as I is equals to I naught sin omega t or E is equals to E naught sin omega t. So that is, of course, so this current varies continuously with respect to time. How can we measure this current? How can we measure this voltage? So sometimes it is positive, sometimes it is negative, and for example, for 30 degrees angle its value is different, for 60 degrees angle it is different, because see here, E is equals to E naught sin 2 pi by capital T into small t. That is the actual radiation. So if the time changes for 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, that means if the time goes on increases, EMF value changes continuously. But how can we measure that? How can we measure these values? So that is those values means, so the situation is we can measure average value or that is also RMS value. So these are the values we have to measure. Average value for the half cycle and RMS value for the complete cycle. What is meant by half cycle and complete cycle? So this is half cycle or this is half cycle, either positive or negative. Complete cycle in the sense this is the complete cycle. So half cycle means either positive half, negative half. Complete cycle means combination of positive half and negative half. This is complete cycle and this is half cycle. So these values of EMF and current varies continuously with respect to time. That's why it is not possible to find out the direct current, because directly it is not possible to measure that current. So that's why we may measure average value or RMS value. Average value. So average value can be written as, current can be written as integral of I into dt divided by dt. Value of current during the time interval divided by the time interval. So because we are calculating current according to units and dimensions, here the unit of time gets cancelled, remaining is only time. So that is the situation. IRMS, so that is equals to I square dt divided by integral of dt, or a root mean square. RMS in the sense root mean square. These are the values we have to calculate. So that is the first thing. Next, first we can discuss about average current. We can define average current first. Average current or average EMF, anything. So first come to the topic, average current. I average. And one more, the main important thing is the average current must be defined only for a half cycle. For complete cycle, average current is not possible to define. Why it is not possible to define the average current for the complete cycle? Let us discuss that. So average current. So the average of all the values of currents, in half cycle. So this is called average current. Average of all the values of currents in the half cycle. Average of all the values of currents in the half cycle. So for example 10 current, that means half cycle means the time period varies from 0 to t by 2. See here, this is the half cycle, or this varies from t by 2 to t. In between these two, 0 to t by 2, how many values of current exist? 0, t by 12 or t by 6, t by 2, any values we can consider. 0 to t by 2, 0 to t by 24, t by 28, whatever it is, t by 32, anything we can consider. So from 0 to t by 2, how many values of currents exist? The average of all the values gives, what is that? average current. So this is between 0 to t by 2 or t by 2 to t. So that means this value or this value, any one. Say here, so average current. Come to the topic here. I average is defined as it is integral of 0 to t by 2 only for half cycle. The limits must be 0 to t by 2 or t by 2 to t, anything we can consider, or any one we have to consider. So that is I dt divided by 0 to t by 2 dt. Unit of time gets cancelled, I average gives I. So that is the concept here. So I average is equals to integral of 0 to t by 2. I can be written as I naught sin omega t dt divided by integral of dt is t, 0 to t by 2. So therefore I average is equals to I naught into integral of sin omega t minus cos omega t divided by omega between 0 to t by 2 divided by t by 2 minus 0. First we have to substitute upper limit minus lower limit. Integral of sin omega t is minus cos omega t divided by dt into d by dt of omega t, that becomes omega, just integration value. So from this I average can be written as 2 I naught by t, t by 2 minus 0 is t by 2 minus 0 is t by 2, 2 comes to the numerator. So let us say it is minus comes out. Minus 2 I naught by t into cos omega t divided by omega. This omega 0 to t by 2. This omega also comes out. Minus 2 I naught by t omega. First substitute cos 2 pi by capital T into t value, t by 2 minus. First we have to substitute the upper limit. Omega value is 2 pi by capital T. Small t value t by 2 minus cos of 2 pi by t into 0. So minus 2 I naught by omega can be written as 2 pi by t. Omega can be written as 2 pi by t. Here t cancel, 2 cancel. Cos pi minus cos 0. So t cancel, 2 cancel. Minus I naught by pi into cos pi minus 0. Cos pi is minus 1, cos 0 is minus plus. So therefore I average is equals to 2 I naught by pi. This is the average current per half cycle. This is the average current per half cycle. I average is equals to 2 I naught by pi. I average is equals to 2 I naught by pi. So that is I average is equals to 2 I naught by pi value is 3.14. So that is 0.637 I naught. So average current per any half cycle can be written as 0.637 I naught or 63.7% of peak value. What is I naught? Peak value. I naught is the peak value. So average current in any half cycle, average current must be defined only for half cycle, remember that, very important. Average current for any half cycle is equal to, average current for any half cycle is equal to 0.637 times of peak value. So that means average current is the 63.7% of peak value of current. Average current is 63.7% of peak value of current. So this is the average current, and in the same way we can write E average can be written as 0.637 E naught. In place of E average we consider E dt. E can be written as E naught sin omega t. Same we can do this. We can get E average also can be written as 0.637 of E naught. So this is average value of current and average value of EMF. Average current, average EMF. So in this situation, So what we are discussing, average current is defined only for half cycle, not for the complete cycle. If it is defined for the complete cycle, what happens? Let us discuss that. For example, I average is equals to 0 to t. Let us say I am considering for the complete cycle. Complete cycle means 0 to t. Time period is I dt divided by integral of 0 to t dt. Integral of 0 to t, I can be written as I naught sin omega t dt divided by integral of dt is t in between limits 0 to t. I naught integral of sin minus cos omega t divided by omega 0 to t divided by t. So I average is equals to I naught by t into minus omega also comes out. Cos omega is 2 pi by capital T into t minus cos of 2 pi by capital T into 0. So in place of small t, first I am substituting t. Next 0 minus I naught by t omega into cos 2 pi minus cos 0. So minus I naught by t omega into cos 2 pi 0, sorry, cos 2 pi is 360, cos 360 1, cos 0 also 1, 1 minus 1 0. So that means if we define for the complete cycle, so average current must be equal to 0. If we define this for the complete cycle, the average current for the complete cycle is equals to 0. So that's why the average current is only defined for half cycle. So here average current is defined only for half cycle. Average current is defined only for half cycle. See here, for complete cycle, I average is equals to 0. So that means see here, this is the complete cycle. So in this complete cycle, here I average must be equal to 0. And next see here, and one more possibility here. So this is, for this also I average must be equal to 0. For this situation also I average equals to 0, because this is the positive half and this is the negative half. Positive half, negative half get cancelled. So that's why I average equals to 0. Then I average is defined only for, of course it is total is this only for positive half cycle. So here I average is equals to 0.637 I naught. I average is equals to 0.637 I naught. So this is the average current. So this is the point you have to remember very importantly. In the same way here, E average also can be written as 0.637 I naught. So that is the situation, average current or average EMF. So next.